Hi, I'm John Emmett here with Restart Sailing, and I have an absolutely amazing challenge to look into. COVID, of course, makes everything difficult, but not impossible. So first of all, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you're trying to achieve?
Yeah, so I'm Josh O'Brien, part of Team WildGybe. We're trying to break the world record for sailing non-stop, unassisted around mainland Britain in an open 20-foot catamaran.
I've got to say, it's not just break the record, it's smash the record.
Yes. Yeah, smash the record. The current record's 15 days, 6 hours from memory, and we're planning to do it in under half that, so under 7 days, ideally.
And it's not just an amazing challenge in itself, and you've got a few little challenges coming up in preparation for that. You're also doing it for some good causes.
Yeah, we're going to do it for Macmillan Cancer Support and the Stroke Association. So two great charities.
So cancer and stroke, two things very close to people's heart. I can really understand that. Now, you would ideally, I guess, be setting off in the near future, but it's been very difficult. In fact, it's been impossible to get time on the water. So how has that affected your plan?
Yeah, so we originally planned to do it last year in 2020, but COVID put a halt to that. And then we plan to redo it this year, or to do the challenge this year. But again, we're still in lockdown, and the weather window is May, June. So again, we've had to push it back to 2022.
I mean, that's completely understandable. For major regatta, we're always looking at getting quality time on the water beforehand, and 7 days continuous sail, well, that's like lots and lots of regattas. And yeah, you need to find that weather window. So you're going to do it next year. What will you be doing in preparation for that?
Yeah, so we're going to do that next year. In terms of what we're going to do this year, we're going to take on a couple of smaller challenges. So we're going to do the fast net, join in with a fast net, obviously steering clear of all the yachts just to get some offshore experience in the catamaran. We're going to go around, do the round the island race, but we're going to start from Weymouth and then go around the island, then come back to Weymouth. Then we're also going to try another world record, which is from Cowes across to Dinard, which another catamaran's going to try this year as well. So we'll try and break that as well.
And it's a two-man project. I'm never sure whether to call you helm or crew, because it sounds to me like you're both going to be helm and the other person's going to be recovering. Could you tell us a little bit about that? Because it is non-stop, unassisted, isn't it? So we got no outside assistance. We've got to carry all of our supplies on board, and then also, as you said, one of us will be asleep whilst the other one's sailing or eating. So yeah, quite full on. All of the controls for the boat will all be led back to the helm, so the helm will be able to do everything from control the main all the way to hoist and drop the spinnaker as well. So nice and easy. And I imagine, guessing, you could have some big conditions. It's probably quite hard to sleep, and it might be a bit of a lonely experience, because if it's the other person's time to sleep, they're not going to be woken up for a quick chat, and 7 days could be a long time. Yeah. Like you say, we need to keep the other person asleep as long as possible, because we need their energy levels high for when they're steering. We don't want either of us falling asleep whilst we're sailing, because that would never end well for either of us. So yeah, trying to keep as much sleep as possible and not risk it too much. Sounds very sensible. Well, I think you've done all the right things, as well prepared as you can be. Thank you ever so much for your time, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm John Emmett here with the other part of the dynamic duo. We have Team WildGybe. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your sailing background?
Yeah, hi, I'm Sam Parker, and I'm a cat sailor, dinghy sailor, sail multiple different dinghies. But yeah, we're trying to do this challenge in a 20-foot catamaran, a Nacra 20. And we are trying to break 3 Guinness World Records in doing so. And
Josh was too modest to tell us of his achievements as well.
Yeah. So yeah, Josh has done a lot in the cat scene too. He's a multiple national champion in the F18, as well as he's got a number of European titles as well. So yeah, he's pretty switched on too.
So Nacra 20, that's quite a lot of boat work at the best of times, but especially when you're doing what you're doing. But your day job, that's what you do, isn't it? Boat work. And how's COVID times been for you?
Yeah, so luckily for us, we're both boat builders, which makes life quite easy from that point of view. We've got a nice workshop to work in. But the lockdown's been difficult. I started my business last January. So I've basically just been working through lockdown. Luckily, I've had a few very good customers that have
kept you busy.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, so that's been good. Lots of stand-up paddleboards because that seems to be the new craze now. And yeah, it's been really good.
So your business, you've been able to work through this time and keep ticking on.
Yeah, been able to keep going on. Business has been growing, which is not many people can say that in this lockdown, so I feel very fortunate. I've got a lot of good friends and good contacts keeping me busy, which has been really good.
Oh, excellent. And you've spent a lot of time on this project. Can you just tell us a little bit about the boat work you had to do? Because it's not the normal demands on an Nacra 20, is it?
No, far from it. No, we're having to build 2 racks, one each side, that are about 2 meters wide and 1 meter high off the decks. So trying to work with our sponsors, Matrix Composites, and a few other suppliers that have given us carbon tubes to try and recycle what we've been given, and yeah, fabricate these racks from scratch.
And what do you think the biggest challenge is? Because it's great that you're both boat builders, but it can't be easy, and it's got to be robust for such a hard trip.
Yeah, so our speciality is repairs. So we're not accustomed to the loads that go through these sort of racks. So we've been working closely with Nacra, who are the supplier of the boat. They've got experience in building racks such as these. So we've been picking their brains about numbers and how much reinforcement we should use in areas, and sort of working with them in coerce to try and get the rack strong enough to support our weight and the forces that it's going to take.
So I hate to ask the question, I'm sure you're going to take lots of food and water and everything for your trip. Will you take a bits for boat repairs? Is that something you can do, do you think?
Yeah, so we'll have our sticky box, as we like to call it, full of materials, quick dry epoxy, and a few other very crucial pieces of equipment to try and stick the boat back together again if it falls apart, which we hope it won't, but we need to prepare for the worst. And
hope for the best.
Very much so. Yeah, we hope that everything goes smoothly.
Brilliant. Well, thanks so much for your time, Sam, and just hoping you can get some time on the water in the near future.
Thank you very much. Thank you.